Welcome to Mechanical Tutorials. I'm going to teach you different techniques in SolidWorks for mechanical engineers. Hi, today I'm going to explain about electronic enclosure, that is 4U height, 19 inches rack mount chassis. So these are the rack mount servers available in the market. So I'm going to explain about simple rack mount enclosure. See here the dimensions are 19 inches, that is 482 mm. So here 19 inches is equal to 482 and by 7 inch height and 20 inches depth. So I am going to create with these dimensions, and sheet thickness usually it starts from 1.2 mm, that is 19 gauge. Here I am going to explain about how to create top cover, rear panel, L bracket with handle, front panel and bottom panel. See, handle is a solid body which is not sheet metal, so I am considering this as a standard part. Next is material. So most frequently used material is SGCC, zinc coated steel, that is hot dipped galvanized steel, and we can use other materials also like cold rolled steel, SS304 and other materials. So already explained about dimensions, and usually these type of enclosures will have protection with IP rating 65 and which is equivalent to NEMA 4. So what is IP 65? So in the IP ratings, 6 represent solids, so first digits always represent solids and second digit always says about liquids. So here 66 represent totally protection against dust ingression. It protects from the dust going inside the enclosure. Next is 5 represent protected against low pressure water jet from any direction. So it protects from the water. So this is the enclosure I am going to create, and I am going to create with a top down approach. So now I am going to start with bottom panel. This is the bottom panel. So let's start now. See, I am in the sketcher mode. See here the dimensions are 482 by 178 by 450. See here it's supposed to be 435. Okay, so I'm creating with this. So I have created sketch on the top plane. So go to sheet metal, select base flange. Here I am going to take 2 mm instead of 1.2 mm because for better visibility. So thickness won't be visible while explaining, so I am taking it as a 2 mm and K factor is 0.4. So K factor changes with the material we selected. And material also I have taken SS304 for visibility. So instead of galvanized steel, I have taken SS. So you can select any material. Now select this edge flange. Say OK. See, this height is 178. So the height can be varied according to our requirement. See, this one should be material inside. So we have to maintain exact dimensions of this gauge. So based on this, we are going to create complete enclosure. So here also we have to keep it material inside. In top-down design, we have to verify everything. So whether it is exactly matching the edge or not. And this is 20. So this bottom enclosure has been created. So additional features we are going to add later, like holes. Next I'm going to start with top cover. So before starting top cover, we have to create new assembly file. I am in the assembly file. Select bottom panel. Keep it in float. Select these two front planes. So give coincident mate, top plane and top plane, and right side plane and right side plane. So the first component always should be coincidence with the front plane, top plane and right plane. Now we have to go to top cover. So we have to create new part file. Select top plane. Go to sketch. Create simple rectangle. Since it is symmetric, we have to coincide with the midpoints. So make it horizontal, sheet metal, base flange. Here we can take 1.2. Usually the top cover thickness will be always less than the bottom panel, because bottom panels will have load on it. Here it's just for closing the enclosure, so there is no, it's not going to bear any load. So to reduce the cost, the thickness always will be less than the bottom panel. For here I am going to take 2 mm for visibility. So say OK. So K factor depends on the material. Now we have to go to assembly, file, and insert top cover and place it here. So coincide with front plane, because it is a symmetric component. Third mating condition should be the bottom face and this top face of the flange. Say OK. Keep it in front view. So it is meeting. Now we have to read the dimensions. So keep it normal. Say OK. Come out of the edit mode. So you can see here it is exactly meeting. Now we have to create this flange. Select edge flange. This is 30 and keep it in front plane. So initially here it is taking material inside. So let's go to assembly. So whenever we create any component, we have to make sure is there any interference with other component or not. So here you can see so it's going to calculate assembly. So there is an interference, and same thing will be other direction also. So See here. So for that, what we have to do is edit edge flange of the top cover, keep it in front plane, here go to offset with 2 mm because interference is 2 mm. Here if you want any clearance, so you can give clearance, for example 2.1. So slight clearance you can get. See here. So we cannot match exactly, so we can give, otherwise we can give the tolerance. So at this moment I am giving 2 mm. Now let's go to evaluate and interference detection. Now let's calculate once again. So we can see there is no interference in the component. Save this file. Here I am going to create holes for fasteners. So I am selecting top cover, we have to go to sheet metal module, simple hole, select this face, say OK. So this is 3 mm. This diameter depends on the fastener diameter. So I am taking this 20 mm. You can give any dimension. So the hole placing, everything I have explained clearly on other video. You can follow that video. That is design guidelines for holes in sheet metal. Now we have to mirror this hole. See, we have to place these holes in other direction also. So what we have to do is, we can simply edit this hole feature, and instead of thickness we can go to through all option. because in top down approach everything should be parametric. So if you are changing here, so automatically it has to update. So that's why we have to select this option. Now the top cover is created. Now I am going to create front panel. Select front plane. Take one rectangle. Make it symmetric with the horizon. Go to sheet metal. Select base flange. Say OK. Here I am taking 2 mm thickness and 0.4 K factor. Go to assembly, insert component, select front panel. Here select right plane and right plane of the component. Give mating condition. So here we have to give top plane. Okay. Edit this sketch. Keep it in front plane. Here coincide with this edge and collinear. Select this edge and this edge. Make it collinear. And we have to drag. Come out of the sketch. So this is in edit mode now. So what we have to do is we have to go to sketch once again. Keep it in front plane. Make it collinear. Now select this face and this face. Say OK. So this is exactly meeting. Now we have to add flanges. Select edge flange. Select 3 edges. say OK, and here we have to give 20 mm. Now we have to see the assembly. So we have to check with the interference. So there is interference with this. So what we have to do is keep it in front view. Here we have to give outside. Say OK. See, here it is matching exactly. Here also it's matching exactly. Now we will check with the interference. See, there is a interference with the top cover. So we have to remove this material in the top cover. So what we have to do is go to top cover, so holes also it's coming very near to this cover, so we will give 40 mm. Select this face, sheet metal, unfold, select bends, say OK. Select this edge and this edge, make it collinear. Select this edge and this edge, make it collinear. Select these two lines, make it collinear. So go to sheet metal, take cutout. So this cutout should not in between this bend. So this is a thumb rule. So go to fold option, select all bends, say OK. Save this file, go to assembly. So here I need to go to top cover. See here, it is exactly meeting. Say OK. Come out of the edit mode. See here, there is no interference. Later in the DFM stage, you can give the clearance or tolerance. So you can see this is negligible. So there is no major interference. Now we have to create these slots. So go to front panel. So here we have to create slots. Sheet metal cutout. See here, these cutouts are for USB, power button and LED lights. So we have to give dimensions according to standards. So that's why I'm not giving dimensions here. So we have to go to cutout. Say OK. So this front panel is created now. Now I am going to create this rear panel. I am in the new part file. So select front plane, go to sketch, rectangle, here I make coincidence. Go to sheet metal, base flange. So I'm taking it as a 2 mm thickness. Now we have to create these inside flanges. So go to sheet metal, select all 4 edges. And this is 20 mm length, and this gap we can maintain according to design for manufacturing. So I'm keeping it as a default. Select this edge, this face, and this face. Make it coincide. Since it is a symmetric, we can select this right plane and this right plane. And this bottom face, and this face. Now we have to go to base flange sketch. Here we have to give mating condition with inside edges. Make it collinear. See here. It is meeting exactly with this face, but there is an interference with this flange. So let's check interference. See, this is the interference. So for that, what we need to do is we have to go to unfold and remove material. Select this face, keep it normal, edit sketch, and extruded cut. So we have to fold it. Go to assembly. So what we need to do is we have to find distance between this edge and it's 12 mm. So we have to reduce this cutout by 12. Keep it normal. So 52 minus 12, it is 40. So we have to give 40 mm. And we can see this cutout here. So to avoid that, convert this entity and go to trim, remove this material. Here also select these two lines, and make it equal. And select this edge, convert entity, trim these two lines, say OK. So for minute things also we should be very much careful in sheet metal, because sometimes these CAD models are going to feed into CNC machines. Rebuild and save, and it is going to update in the assembly. So the minor corrections we can make according to design requirements. So there is a gap at this location. So let's see how much gap. It is 2 mm. So once again we have to go to rear cover, select this face, go to sketch, keep it normal. Here we have to create one rectangle. Select this face, this edge and line, make it collinear. This line and this edge. Collinear. And this height should be 2 mm. Now this line should meet at this end point. So it is constrained now. So sheet metal, we have to select the tab feature. You have to see the direction, say OK. Now similarly we have to create the other sketch also. Keep it normal. So create center line. Select this sketch, go to mirror entities, select the center line, say OK. So tab has been created now. Let's go to assembly. See here, there is no gap between this flange and this rear cover. So that's how we have to design with top-down approach. Now I am going to create two cutouts. See here, these cutouts depends on the mounting fans and power supply unit. So these two are customized cutouts. Here I am not going to give dimensions to minimize the video size. Say OK. Save this file. So this rear panel is completed now. Now I am going to create air vent panel. So I have taken new part file, select front plane, create one rectangle, to make it symmetric we have to constrain vertical and horizontal. So now here it will take 270, 130. Go to sheet metal, base flange. Now we have to create flanges with 4 edges. Here I am keeping 20. Say OK. And I am going to create one more flange. Select this edge. And keep it 10 mm. Say OK. So let's go to assembly. Hide this top cover. Insert rear cover. Here for mating conditions, we have to go to advanced mate. Select width mate. Select two faces and here select this face. So it has to assemble exactly symmetric about these faces. Now we have to go to standard mates, keep it coincidence, and select this face, this face, say OK. Now we have to create slots and element. Go to sketch, now we have to go to vent, select this boundary, select these two ribs, so these dimensions we can customize according to standard fans available in the market. So this vent is created. Now I am going to create slots. Create one center line. So even though this 3D model we can see the origin, but in manufacturing we can't see this origin in the component. So what we have to do is, while giving the dimension, we have to make the flat pattern and give dimension from this edge. That is how we do usually. So now let me mirror this feature. Now I am going to pattern these two features. So 9 instances. So this one usually it is better to give from the center line. instead of from. So if you show from this point to this point, it is symmetric about the center line. Say OK. Now go to sheet metal, cut extrude, link to thickness, say OK. See, this whole cutout for assembly I am not showing here because I have already created one video on creation of holes and design guidelines, so you can follow that video. So my intention is to minimize the video size. So this component is created now. So this is for placing power supply. Now I am going to create L bracket for handle. So I have taken the new part file, select right plane, create one rectangle, midpoint, make it coincide, this is 20 and this is 178. So go to sheet metal, here we can either increase the thickness or maintain same thickness. This is for improving the strength, since it is a holding component. Now we have to create edge flange. Here we have to create holes. So select simple hole, you can give 5 mm, say OK. Now we have to sketch and we have to create 2 holes. So mirror this. Here it is 140. This distance depends on the standard handles available. So here this is the handle. So based on this handle we have to give the dimensions. Now so simple hole has been created. Now we have to provide fillets. Say okay. Save this file. We have to always rebuild this file so that it updates in the assembly. So in the assembly also we have to rebuild. Now let's go to L bracket. See here we have to offset by 2 mm. Flip direction. Say okay. Now we have to go to evaluate. Measure 2 mm. So we have to increase by 2 mm. So these kind of miscalculation happens in top-down approach. So we have to increase this by 2 mm. So it is 180. So we have to be very much cautious with each and every dimensions. See these two components are welded by spot welding because this is a holding component. So now we have to assemble similar component. Bracket, place it here. Now select this face, flip, and this face and this face. Once again flip this, say okay. So for meeting we can select this face and this face. Now I am going to assemble handle. Now I am going to assemble the standard components like fasteners and handle. So insert, handle, see initially what we have to do is select this right plane and this right plane, make it parallel. Not coincidence. If you give coincidence, it will give error. So select this face and this face. Make it concentric. Now once again we have to assemble this handle. Select right plane, make it parallel. Select this face, make it concentric. Say OK. Now we have to create hole for this fastener in the bottom cover. So for that what we have to do is go to sketch, we have to go to simple hole, select this, say OK. Give through all. Save this file and go to assembly. Now we have to edit this hole. Go to sketch, keep it normal. Make it concentric, and here I am going to place M3 hole, M3 fastener. So come out of the edit mode, rebuild this and save this file. We have to always rebuild and save this file frequently once each feature is created, otherwise system will hangs up. And finally save this file. Now here I am going to insert fasteners. See, M 3/8 screw. So we can select any screw size according to our design requirement. So here select this face and this face. Okay. And this one and this. So this fastener, 2 mating conditions are sufficient. Now for other locations, what we have to do is we have to go to copy mates. Select next. Concentric, we have to select this, and coincidence we have to repeat. Say OK. Now concentric, select this face, and the coincidence we have to select this face. Say OK. So other fasteners we can add according to requirement. So this is our enclosure. So finally we have created electronic enclosure, that is 4U height, 19 inches rack mount chassis, and we have created bottom panel, top cover, rear panel, front panel, L brackets, and rear air vent panel. And materials we can select 304 or cold rolled steel or SGCC zinc coated steel, that is galvanized steel. So this is a brief about electronic enclosure. Thank you.